The strangest danger this country has ever faced, the current administration and the Democrats that are in Congress.
It's been a pleasure for me to sing the praises of our dreamers. They make us so proud.
This bill is disastrous. It is not needed. What we should be doing is securing the southern border.
Shortly after, the House approved the Farm Workforce Modernization Act to provide legal status to 325,000 immigrants working in agriculture. But both bills face a steep uphill climb in the 50-50 Senate.
They're taking up an amnesty plan that would create a special new pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants working in certain industries.
Republicans are proposing their own bill that boosts funding for border security, protects dreamers, provides a 10-year path to legal status for undocumented immigrants, and expands visas for agricultural workers.
Well, but at the same time, this will never happen if we do not seal the border.
House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy is calling on President Biden to restart two Trump-era programs, construction of the border wall and forcing asylum seekers to remain in Mexico while they wait for their hearing. Ray Bogan, Fox News.
It takes one to know one, and that's not just a children's saying or a joke. We always see our own traits in other people and think they are like how we really are.
The heated exchange is part of what the Biden administration claims is a realignment of its Russia policy. It came just hours after the public release of a new intelligence report confirming Putin directly authorized interference in the 2020 presidential election. The White House says President Biden will confront Moscow on this and other issues, and more sanctions are expected this week.
They're going to pay a price. We are not going to look the other way, as we saw a bit over the last 4 years, and we will continue to press them on their actions.
But some critics say the timing is wrong and the U.S. should be confronting China, not Russia.
It all seemed a bit childish to me. What matters for the United States of America is preserving our freedom and security.
The escalating tensions come as Russia hosts a new round of talks between the Taliban, the Afghan government, and 4 other countries, including the U.S., which needs Russia's help to end the fighting in Afghanistan. At the Pentagon, Jennifer Griffin, Fox News.
If you've gotten your COVID-19, that Beijing had no intention of backing down on any issue. Environmental regulators in Texas barred officials at a temporary migrant facility in Midland, Texas, from using their water for consumption. The converted oil field camp is holding over 400 migrant children. It was quickly established amid a surge in border crossings, but the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality said Friday running water at the camp could only be used to flush toilets or wash clothes because officials aren't sure whether the water is safe. Those on site are now being given water bottles for drinking. Safety concerns have continued to emerge about the camp after a report found an outbreak of COVID-19, a lack of clean clothes, and no caseworkers. Migrant children have stopped being sent to that facility.
And homelessness among families did not improve.
The report found a quarter of all the nation's homeless people live in New York City or Los Angeles. California has the largest homeless population, more than 160,000 people. The numbers were determined before COVID, so they don't even include people who've been forced onto the streets due to the pandemic.
We know the pandemic has only made the homelessness crisis worse.
Some areas are clearing out homeless camps to push people into shelters. But in many cases, as soon as one camp is cleaned up, folks just move on to occupy another spot. There's anger toward politicians for not doing enough to provide long-term solutions.
We see the raging crisis on our streets. The elected officials who want to pretend they're making progress with manipulated data, mistruths.
In Dallas, homeless people set up a camp in front of City Hall, calling attention to how widespread the housing crisis is. Authorities say the key to ending homelessness is giving people access to, quote, permanent housing without restrictions. President Biden's COVID relief bill has designated $10 billion for emergency housing services. Ashley Strohmeyer, Fox News.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions tonight, like how royalty ended up on the porch and who placed missed her there.
I sent my baby home.
It was an emotional plea from a terrified mom early Thursday morning as police searched most of Thursday for 1-year-old Royalty Grisby.
Today is a good day. As you can see today, I'm smiling, and I'm smiling because Royalty has been found.
Police say Royalty was asleep in the back seat of the car when her mom was dropping off a DoorDash.
Direct Express regrets to inform you that we do not expect to receive payments for several more weeks. Since we are unable to assist you, we recommend that you first check irs.gov for the status of your stimulus check.
Oh. No surveillance cameras. Nowhere. No surveillance cameras. There used to be one. What happened to it, management? Tell these idiots come and get their junk off of private property. This may not be the only one. Here's another piece of their junk. Tech litter all over the city. On private property. This is not a city sidewalk. This is private property.